You're reaching.
He is reaching.
I'm reaching.
So now for this hour's car review, Mr. Mars had the opportunity, if you want to call it that, the luxury of driving the Infiniti QX50.
Yes, I did. And this is the 2023 Infiniti QX50. And
They brought it all the way over to Neaterville for you to drive?
Yes. And it's the new Sport all-wheel drive model.
That's pretty. Wow.
So this is basically this was the new model that they had out for 2023. Now this vehicle, the QX50, comes in 5 trim levels. You get the Pure, the Luxe, the Sport, Century, and the Autograph. So the Sport that we were driving is a mid-level trim, if you will. And so it is new for 23. It's a compact luxury CUV, which is a very competitive segment. There is just a ton of vehicles in there. So you get into the luxury, it's not quite so many, but it's still. This is a 5-passenger vehicle. And it's got some unique features because of the sport package. You got the front fascias unique, got gloss black trim that goes along with the 20-inch dark wheels and the black roof rails that really kind of trim it out.
Piano black.
It gives it a nice, shiny look, a little more performance-oriented because, I mean, it is a sport. It did have the panoramic sunroof with the power shade and the power liftgate, and a lot of things that you're going to find in a luxury-type vehicle, including the heated auto folding side mirrors with a rear tilt. So, you put it in reverse, it kind of tilts down so that you can see a little bit lower at the back of the car. And that's pretty neat. On the interior, this vehicle came with the aniline leather appointed seating and had all kinds of technology in it. I mean, the
racy.
Front seats are considered climate controlled. It doesn't say they're heated or ventilated. They're climate controlled front seats. So it had
in other words, your butt gets climate controlled.
That's right.
Okay.
Keep your butt in control. And the Infiniti.
That's very difficult for me to do, as you can imagine.
Control your butt.
I'm trying to move on here.
You are.
The Infiniti InTouch has got all the technology controls there. It's got the.
And for all those people listening that are listening to this review from Infiniti, we apologize, but it's just the nature of our show. So there you go.
Things kind of go that way. So had the around view system in the monitors so that you can see completely around the vehicle, which I think is a great thing. Sooner or later, everybody's going to have that. Had the wireless charging, folding second row, had a Bose premium auto sound system with 12 speakers. Now, I'm telling you, this is a good sounding vehicle on the interior when you get the audio going.
A lot of Jimmy Buffett going on.
Now, rolling this thing down the highway, up underneath the hood, it had the 2.0 turbo variable compression engine. This is the one that the computer controls actually what the compression ratio is. And I saw a design at one of their deals about how that actually works, and it amazes me mechanically that it can do what it does at the RPM level. I mean, the 1,000 times a minute type thing. It's pretty impressive. It does generate 268 horsepower, 280 pound-feet torque at the max. It's followed up with an Xtronic CVT transmission that has rev matching. So it'll actually do a little bit of shifting on it if you really want to do that with the paddle shifters. The EPA says you should be looking for 22 miles to the gallon in the city, 28 on the highway, combined for 25. Now, over the 175.4 miles that I drove this vehicle, I got 24.6. And the great thing about this, with that variable compression, you would think, well, if it's going to change the compression ratio, the engine's going to change, but it's very seamless. You don't feel it. It happens so fast. So it's got this smooth, seamless power band that goes up as far as I took it anyway. It's very easy to drive. The steering was very it had an easy touch to it. It didn't take much to turn the car, but it didn't feel like you weren't in control of it. And the ride out on the highway is very compliant. It's very Infiniti-like ride out on the highway. So I was really impressed with the way that worked. And the other thing I found out that I was impressed with, they have a new Infiniti Premium Care that you get with this vehicle. It's 3 years, full inspections, oil changes, and tire rotation for 3 years. Just part of the package buying this vehicle from Infiniti. Now, the base model price, you can get a QX50 for as low as $40,300. But the base trim price that we were working on had $49,695. As tested, it was $52,815.
Still not bad.
Nope. And if you're looking for something to compare it to, you go out and look at the Audi Q5, the Volvo XC60, even the BMW X3, all start right there in that low 40 to 45 range to keep everything on balance.
Hubba hubba.
Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.